Welcome, Alexandra. Congratulations. It is always nice to finish the tournament on on a positive note.
Indeed.
But for the moment, you're also on the clear second place.
Well, I have 6 out of 9. I'm sorry, but I have 6 out of 9. I know that I could have gotten more, but that's it. If there is someone who is 6 out of 9, we're gonna talk. Okay, but yeah, of course, it's a very. I'm very happy to finish on a win and to finish so well, because this tournament, as I mentioned, it's second in a row. So the fatigue, the cold, the disappointment of this stolen point. And despite all events going in the background, I managed to play well and to finish well. So of course I cannot complain.
So tell us more about the game you played today against Elizabeth Paehtz with the black pieces. It was a highly theoretical game.
Yes, that was an anti-martial line, and actually I looked at this line before my game with Jansaya Abdumalik, because she played this line, but with c3, bishop c2, I don't think it should be dangerous for black, because intuitively white just putting the bishop on the wrong diagonal. It was there is a line with bishop a2, which I consider a little bit more dangerous, and I think I played well.
So here's the position.
Yes, so it's about equal. It's all about d5 right here, d4 and d5 in this Ruy Lopez games, and I was very happy when on the 24th move I played d5. I think I solved all my problems, if there were any, with this move. And then somehow, I don't know what she did wrong, probably e5 was wrong, because then it started to be very difficult for white, and she was getting closer to time trouble. And okay, I'm just threatening to take this pawn. So a few inaccurate decisions here led to a very unpleasant position, which is, again, it can be holdable by a computer, but it's so unpleasant to play in a practical game under time pressure. And yeah, then she blundered on the 39th move, although I was not happy with my attempts to win the game in time trouble, instead of just capturing the pawn on a5. Yes, here, for example, queen takes a5. I played queen a7, although I see that the computer likes it. Yeah, because here, okay, she was going to play queen b5, capture, exchange. I have an extra pawn, a pair of bishops. It should be enough to win, but it's going to be a long battle, and you want to finish it as soon as possible. But here, yeah, somehow I thought that rook c2 is not going to be possible due to rook e1. But then I realized that after knight f1, bishop a6 that I was going to play, leads to bishop b5. Yeah, and there is nothing. And I got disappointed, and I switched to this back to the plan of just getting a pawn, but she blundered by playing knight e3. Instead, rook e2, I think, was the only way to play. And here, well, I was going to play bishop a6 to exchange everything, to take the pawn on a5. And okay, again, a very pleasant position with an extra pawn. But, you should really demonstrate your technique here. And when you're tired, it's not so clear. So I was very happy when she played knight e3. The only problem here was, to pick which after the time trouble when she played knight h6 check. Here I have two moves, king g7 and king h7. I was hesitating because, I thought that she was going to play bishop b5 anyway on both of them. And I was afraid that after bishop b5, queen b5, rook e2, queen e2, okay, here I have to take on h6. A6, and it should be winning, like d3, queen takes d3, bishop d4. But I thought, what if, during a practical game you start hesitating, what if it's not winning? Who cares that you have an extra bishop? Maybe it's a fortress. And I was so scared, and I played king to g7. Okay, I thought that she was going to play bishop b5 anyway. And then, yeah, same line, but here I have a choice. I can also take on a5, queen takes a5. And I like this idea very much, but I was afraid also of queen e8, And then, yes, somehow if I play something like d3, yes, d3, well, h4, it doesn't work. Okay, I thought that as we will get closer, I would decide whether to take on a5 or just simply capture on h6 and play this endgame with an extra piece, which should be winning, but sometimes you just get scared of those ghosts, you know, and yeah.
But now that we analyze this with the computer, you can see
It's
that
not interesting, yeah.
that it was a very clean game, indeed. Alexandra, we had today an interview with Judith Polgar, and she told us that later in the career, it is very difficult to find motivation. So, do you still have goals?
No, not really. I mean, my goals. My goal is to play a good game. So, like, I take it game by game and tournament by tournament. And yes, indeed, it's very hard to motivate yourself. Not only play tournaments, but also work in between tournaments on chess. And sometimes I'm not very good in forcing myself to sit and do this daily routine that you must do, unfortunately, because if you don't, work at home, then kind of during tournaments you try to close this gap of theoretical problems, and you run out of energy sometimes and make mistakes. But as long as I time after time, I'm able to to play well and to produce some nice games, it keeps me going.
So how does your perfect day look like? There is no chess in it?
No, definitely not. No, yeah. Well,
So
there is some
happy?
chess, but just not to feel guilty, because if I don't study chess at all, I have this unhappy voice inside me, complaining that you didn't study. You should have. So no, there is some chess, but just a little bit, and but definitely not in a tournament. Now I'm so happy that it's this classical part of 2 tournaments in a row is over, and there is going to be one more very new event in Dubai that's starting in less than a week. The Global Chess League. I don't know what to expect, but at least it's a rapid event, so I can rest from the classical chess. And but another thing that I want to add, what keeps me going, what is my motivation? Actually, such tournaments are my motivation, because it's amazing. When I was starting my chess career, we could have only dreamed about such tournaments with such prize fund, with such conditions, and it's incredible. I feel so grateful and lucky to be able to play here 3rd time in a row. It's already, for me, it's quite an achievement. And of course, I want to thank the organizers for creating such a dream come true tournament for women's chess. And that's probably why it's a pity just to stop playing, at this point, when there are so many great tournaments and you just want to play, you cannot refuse such invitations. So that definitely keeps me going.
Thank you, Alexandra, and you are one of the greatest fighters, I think, on the chess scene. Yasser Nazi, do you have a question for
First of
Alexandra?
all, just congratulations for an outstanding result. We're forgetting about the point that was taken away, just an outstanding result, but also simply for being an inspiration. Thank you, Alexandra.
Congrats,
Yasser.
Alexandra.
Absolutely. As Alexandra Kosteniuk in the clubhouse, hoping for clear second. Will Irina Krush manage to